Hey guys, what's up? What I have here is the Baja 5B 2.0. It's an HPI car. It's 5th scale, which means huge. This thing's really big, and I have a trackless wrestler right here. Now this is a 10th scale truck, and there you go. Look at the difference in size. I mean, if I get the rear tire from the Baja, I mean it's almost as big as the wrestler. So for those of you that have never seen it, now you know how big it is. But for the people that actually own one of these, you know one of the problems is the size of it, because it takes up so much space. You know, you need a lot of space to drive it, and you need a lot of space to do maintenance on it or do repairs. So the problem I had was I drove this buggy full speed into a jump and did a bunch of cartwheels and broke my rear shock end, the ball end there. So, you know, I couldn't drive it after that. Put the car in the garage, and the car just got buried over the winter, and I had no way to repair the car because it's just too damn big, you know. So basically I got permission from the wife to use a dining table to fix this beast up, and here it is. I bought this car about 2 years ago. Did some mods to it since then, like I'm sure everybody does. And you know, just quick review of what I've done is I've added the 5T roof brace. I believe that's what it's called. It's really handy. You get your hand in there and pick it up just like a briefcase and swing it around, and it's pretty secure. And the main reason I bought that was to protect my spark plug, but I like the way it looks too. Another mod I did was the Fat Dad fan brace. That's aluminum there. It looks nice and has a function. I like to buy stuff that have functions, not strictly for the bling factor. I got the Killer RC limiting cables and the Killer RC rear upper arm spacer. I think that's what that is. I don't know what you call it. Works real good. I mean, you know, I really think about stuff before I buy it. I don't just buy stuff for the sake of buying it. I got the Dark Soul axle extenders, and of course the shock ball end, the shock end. And I got the Ravage Racing one because it has the replaceable ball ends. And the stock HPI ball end, when that breaks, you basically have to buy a whole new shock shaft, and that could get very irritating. So I love this replaceable ball end. I bought a bunch of those too, spares. It's a titanium shock shaft, and I bought it because it was on sale at DDM, you know, deal of the day. And my choices were the Ravage Racing, the Fat Dad RC shock shafts, or the Dark Soul. And I went with the Ravage Racing because it was on sale. So we'll see how they work. I haven't run the car yet since I installed them. Got some new boots. I think they're Dark Soul boots. And when I first bought the car, you know, I did a lot of research on the forums, and you know, they're saying that one of the weakest points was the bearing holder for the clutch. So that's the first thing I spent money on, was the Turtle Racing enclosed clutch carrier, the heavy duty one. Haven't had any problems with it. I mean, it's very tough, and you know, worth the $180, whatever I paid for it. And it looks good too. Pins keep breaking, so I got the Hostile pins, gear cover pins. Once again, those are new. We'll see how strong they are after I take this thing out. I'm not sure what company made this, but I got the angled air filter holder, velocity stack. It's supposed to give you, it's a lot easier to replace the air filter with that being like that, angled like that. And I got the Killer RC kill switch, of course. You know, regular FM radio that came with the car. You know, 23cc engine, stock muffler. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't really need to upgrade the engine right now. I had the Dominator muffler on it, the pipe, and it just kept getting bent up when I was bashing this thing. Kept getting knocked loose or something. So I threw the stock pipe back on, or the muffler. It's a lot quieter. It's not as fast, but you know, I bashed this, so you know, I don't want to keep worrying about my pipe getting messed up. And it's fast enough for me as it is now. So that's pretty much it. You know, I had the windows, of course, they're broken. You know, first time you flip it, they flip open and hit the ground first and break. Stock electronics, upgraded the steering servo, all metal gears, and other than that, it's stock servo. You know, I got a lot of other stuff to add to this. I got, you know, a lot of hostile. I got the slicks, I got B-locks, I got wheels and new bodies and metal cages, and all that stuff is just in the garage buried, you know. So I'll get to that when I get a chance. But so there's my car. Hopefully this year, 2011, I'll see you guys in Riverside over at the Milestone and do some racing with you. So I'll see you guys down there.